Hi guys, Richard here, aka the Longshot King, and welcome to the last day of Royal Ascot. So we've got my tips today for Royal Ascot. Just wanted to give you an update. Basically, as we stand after day 4, we're 25 points profit up to level stakes. So it's a guaranteed winning week already. And I think you'll feel that some of the selections that we've had this week have actually been a little bit unlucky. Yesterday wasn't a great day. The first one that we tipped up was Emma's Gift in the first at 66 to 1. And this one ran a cracker. Finished 5th and I think just beaten over a half a length for 3rd. So really unlucky there not to get a really big price place runner in. And then in the second race, Monte Rosso, that ran a cracking good race. Frankie Dettori gave that a great ride and that won at the advised 9 to 2. Rest of the day wasn't so good. We didn't really come close on the last 4 races. But as I say, we're 25 points up and we're going to use 10 points today. So we've got a guaranteed profit this week of 15 points, which I think you'll agree is pretty good. Also, it's the last day of the Royal Ascot Charity Tipping Challenge with Ascot Insider. And Ascot Insider and myself have gone for race 3 today. So we're still both looking for a winner in that challenge, and it's going to go down to the wire to see who has to dip into their pocket for the Racing Welfare Charity. You can come over here on the widget on the right hand side of the blog, and please put your vote in. It's just a bit of fun, and we'd like you to get involved as well. So today's tips for the final day. In race 1, the one that I'm going for is Eskimo. This is one of Aidan O'Brien's. He's actually got 2 in the race. He's got the favourite, Jackaroo, and he's got this one, Eskimo. Now, Eskimo ran up against Jackaroo first time up and finished 2nd, beaten 2 lengths, and ran very green. And then next time up it came out and won. It expected to win, but again it ran green. It jinked and veered left. Now, what's interesting today is they've got Ryan Moore on the horse, so it's a great jockey booking. And I actually think that Eskimo is value. 8 to 1 against Jackaroo, which is 11 to 4 favourite. I just think Eskimo's got a little bit more to come, and with the sort of the tendency it's had at the moment, just to run green, I think this one looks pretty solid, and we're going to give that as a win bet. The next race on the card. Michael Stout's Harbinger looks to have a great chance. It should really win. I'm not a big fan of backing favourites, but Harbinger does look like it's going to win. But it's mighty short at evens, and we'll probably even go off odds on now because Alan Aim is a non-runner now. So I think that Harbinger will go off odds on. But the one that's interesting for me is Southeaster. Now, this horse, after its first 2 runs of its career, it was made favourite for the Derby, and it just hasn't really fulfilled the potential. It's not run very badly, but it still needs to improve a lot to win this race. But I could see it running well, and I could see it running into a place. And at the odds of 25 to 1 today, I think an each way play on Southeaster is a worthwhile punt. The next race on the card is the Golden Jubilee. For me, this is the best race of the week. 24 runners, 7 to 1 the field in the betting, and you couldn't ask for a stronger field over 6 furlongs. There's some cracking good horses here. Real sprinters, and you've got some other horses that are dropping down in trip. Aidan O'Brien's Star Spangled Banner. This run well at York. It was really well fancied, but didn't seem to quite get home. Now I don't know whether that was just a case that it had only come over from Australia, so of course there's the acclimatisation, and of course this could quite easily go and win today. It could improve a lot. You've got Showcasing, the horse that actually beat it at York, and you've got Fleeting Spirit, one of my favourites actually. I love this horse, and she's got a great chance of winning today. But there's 2 that take my eye. The first one is Lord Shannakill. Now, Lord Shannakill was with Carl Burke, then went over to the States, but is now with Henry Cecil and has run 2 cracking good races this year. Finished 4 1/4 lengths behind Paco Boy over a mile, and then finished 2 lengths behind Main Aim over 7 furlongs. Now the drop to 6 I don't think will inconvenience it. I think this can run a really, really solid race. I wouldn't be surprised if this is really, really close to the pace and will be finishing really strong over the 6. At 33 to 1, I think each way looks a really good play. So we're going to go with Lord Shannakill, and the other one in this race that I'm going to suggest as an each way play is Triple Aspect. Again, another one that looks like 6 furlongs, a stiff 6 furlongs will really suit. And at 28 to 1 each way, I think this again is a real good play. This one's going to be doing it a different way. This is going to be coming in from a bit further off the pace, but I do fancy it quite strongly. So they're the 2 in the Golden Jubilee. In the next race, it's the Wokingham, and it's a really tough call. There's not really anything in the race that's well handicapped, I don't think. But this one, Genki, at 9 to 1. That's short in a 30 runner handicap, but I just think it looks as though it's laid out for the race. It would have had the beating of Hawkeye the New. Now, if Hawkeye the New had got into the race, that would have definitely have been favourite. But as I put out on a video just about a week ago, I found a form line that would allow Genki to win the race, and I think Genki 9 to 1. I'm not going to go each way. I think a straight win bet on Genki, and 9 to 1 I think is a good price. It was 7s earlier in the week. Race 5, after yesterday's win of Monte Rosso, Mark Johnston and Frankie Dettori team up again, and they're on another improver here, and Submariner looks as though it's going to improve even further for the step up from 1.25 miles to 1.5 miles. It's available at 9 to 1. It's won 3 of its 4 races, and we're going to go with a win bet at 9 to 1 on Submariner. And then in the last, we've got the Queen Alexandra. This is the longest flat race on the calendar. Now, last year, Caracciolo won this race. Now, Caracciolo's knocking on now, 13 years old, but a great servant and a cracking good horse. I actually backed this horse when it won the Cesarewitch, and with a friend of mine, we managed to get 100 on Betfair. So I would love to see Caracciolo win the race. It's probably not going to happen because Nicky Henderson has also got Century Duty. Now, Century Duty is ridden by Kieran Fallon, and because of that, because of the booking of Fallon, and Century Duty always runs well fresh. It's a really strong favourite. Too short for me at sort of 7 to 2, 4 to 1. So the one I'm gonna go with is one that's got proven form this season. It's run really well in very good company, and that one's Munsef. And I'm going to revise a win bet on Munsef. So they're the selections for the last day. As I say, we're guaranteed a profit of 15 points, but I can see us improving on that, and hopefully we can get a few more points in the bank. Yeah, have a good day. Hope you pick a few winners, and don't forget, please come over and make sure that you vote on the Royal Ascot Charity Tipping Challenge. All right, cheers guys. Have a good day.